What's going on, everybody? It's Political Expert here. As you can see, I'm kind of in a new environment. This video is going to be me just slightly getting a little mad and irritated, and at the same time, a little pissed off. I really am. I'm not watching any more NFL Network bullshit. I'm not listening to any more NFL podcasts. Because it pisses me off when they talk about the NFC North being so competitive that it is, that they never give the Lions any credit or any shot. I was just listening to a podcast today talk about the NFC North and how they still quote saying that the Green Bay Packers are still ahead of the game of everybody. I don't know how. I mean, you got Aaron Rodgers. Congratulations. You probably got one of the best quarterbacks in the league, but the rest of the team is awful. You don't have a run game. Your wide receivers are sometimes questionable. Your defense is atrocious. What credit do they have? Yeah, they make playoffs every year, but that doesn't mean they're going to do it forever. It just really irritates me when they don't give any of the Lions any credit. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't back it up because our playoff runs have been really embarrassing, and we've had embarrassing seasons. But we're just like one or two keys away from just knocking the Green Bay Packers down. And I think we got it this year with this O-line. Our O-line is better. If we go out in this draft and go get a running back, it's over. But I'm sick and tired of hearing them not giving them any credit. Now, here's the thing. This rant is not about the Green Bay Packers. No. It's about them talking about them Chicago Bears constantly. It's like they're like they getting paid by the Bears to get talked about. Talking about they're one player away. They're two players away from taking back the NFC North. Who's on their roster? John Fox pretty much created a roster to win at least 6 games because he knows his job's on the line. Same goes for I think it's like Mike Zimmerman. Is it Zimmerman? I believe so. In Minnesota, he lost his best running back. He doesn't really know who his quarterback is. His defense is a mess. They look like a mess last year. Like, they give no Lions any credit. And I know I probably sound retarded going off on an angry rant like this, but it pisses me off. I'm tired of watching the NFL Network. I'm tired of listening to these NFL podcasts. My ears are going to go straight to the 97.1 The Ticket or anybody else talking about Detroit films. Any games, anything whatsoever. Because listening to all these other wannabe guys, they're getting paid. I swear they're getting paid to be talked about these other teams. Because the Lions seem to me like they're like the bastard son. It's kind of like one of those things where you just look at them and you're just like, oh, okay. That's all. It's stupid. Like, they were trying to like say like... Pat Mahomes, if he gets picked in the first round, you know, he kind of has a playability like Matthew Stafford. No, he doesn't. Can he throw 5,000 yards? He hasn't even been in the league yet, and we're already comparing him to him? It's ridiculous. It really is. And it pisses me off at the fact that I sit here and listen to these podcasts talk about how the Bears could get better, or how Minnesota can get back on top, or what is the one thing that Green Bay is missing to get over the hump. But they never talk about the Lions, and when they do, it's always something bad. You know, like, oh, they lost Calvin Johnson. Yeah, well, okay, that one of the best wide receivers in the game right now leaves, and we only get like 2-3 days of TV time, and then you start talking about the fucking Cowboys? Really? I'm tired of watching ESPN. I'm tired of watching the NFL Network, guys. It just really makes me mad that we don't get any credit for anything. All Detroit teams, it's not just them. I mean, the Pistons get bad-mouthed. Of course, the Red Wings, you know, it's been a rough year, but everyone's, you know, like, as soon as they start losing games, it's like we're like, you know, oh, the glory days are over. Okay, did your team ever have any glory days? Same goes for the Tigers. You know, we gone to 2 World Series in the last, I believe, like 10, 15 years. Yeah, we didn't win them, but we were a decent team. And guess what? We're rebuilding now, again, like we did. And it just bothers me. It really does bother me talking about the Lions, especially towards other people, because they always bring up one or two things. They never bring up anything positive. You know, I feel bad for the One Pride family. I really do. I don't know about you guys, but it pisses me off and it makes me say bad things and it makes me say things that I hate saying, but it's true. It really is. It really is. And when I watch like these mock drafts that people do online, it's ridiculous. Like they give us shit players. You know, they're like, oh, they're going to take a tight end. No, they're not. We don't need another tight end. Look how far that one got us in the first round. Nowhere. It really bothers me. It really does. It's stupid too. And the fact of the matter is that I'm not saying the Lions are going to win anything. I'm not saying we're a contender. But what I'm saying is you cannot sleep on these Lions right now. Bob Quinn is making serious moves to make this team better. Matthew Stafford's not getting any younger, okay? And he knows that. He knows that this is the quarterback that we have to work with right now, okay? I'm not saying we're fighting for a championship, but we kind of are at the same time. The way the rules in the NFL is if you're not fighting for a championship, then why are you even in the league? You know, I believe as much as anybody else that these Lions are just getting better, and we're going to get better. Our O-line is perfect. Perfect. On paper, in vision, and in film. There's nothing wrong with it. Our wide receivers, yeah, of course. You know, we went out and we got Anquan Boldin, but we needed a leader for those wide receivers, especially a newcomer. You know, I still believe in Golden Tate. You know, he works his ass off. As much shit as he gets, he works his ass off. Because they said, oh, why would you leave Seattle and go to Detroit? Because he wanted to be somebody. He wanted to prove everybody that he didn't need that defense to work. And he hasn't. He's been working his ass off. Unfortunately, Marvin Jones, I saw a little bit in the beginning and then he kind of cut out. But it doesn't matter. He can come back. It was the first year with Matthew Stafford. We saw flashes of what could be great. And I feel like it's going to happen this year. Unfortunately, we don't know who our starting running back is. We could be drafting one. I hope we do because I love Theo to death. He's the number 2, though. The rest of them are kind of like, they're roster fillers. Our defense, that's the number 1 key in this draft is defense. You got to go get Ziggy help. We did. We went out. We got 2 defensive tackles. We went out. We got another linebacker. We got rid of that piece of shit, worthless $50 million linebacker that's been sitting up on that bench taking that money check, just like Jay Cutler. It's ridiculous. You know, if you guys think this is funny, check out this guy. He's called EDP, and he's hysterical. I feel for him because you know, a little part of me, as much as I love my Lions, I really feel it for like Philly fans because they get the same treatment we do. They go out and they go get a better quarterback. They go out and they get, you know, they're building. They go out and they get 2 really good wide receivers. Hell, they might take a running back in the draft. But guess who they talk about? The New York Giants, the Dallas Cowboys. Okay. Dallas Cowboys have only been relevant over 1 draft. Even when they won 4 games, all they do is talk about the fucking Cowboys. Same goes to the Giants. This is the first year with ODB in the playoffs, and he was a bum. He was a bum. As much as a good wide receiver is, he's a bum. But I'm fading away from the fact that the Detroit Lions are just they don't want to talk about him. They don't even care, and it pisses me off as a fan, as a guy who commits to your channel, to a guy who commits to listening to your channel. It irritates me. It really does. When you hear predictions of them saying, oh, they're going 8-8, or they could just go 9-7 again. Why can't we win 11 games? Why can't we win 10 games? Who's to say we're not going to beat Green Bay twice this year? I feel like we can. If we get a running back and a really good defensive player, I'm putting it on the table right now that I think Green Bay's done. If we get another pass rusher and we get a good running back that are committed, we can beat them. We only lost by a touchdown against them in the first game. And then the second game, it was just we didn't have any linebackers. We didn't have anybody to get after Aaron Rodgers. Plus, Matthew Stafford was injured, and he played injured. That shows you the difference between him and Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a giant bitch. I know you Green Bay fans out there will probably be like, oh, Super Bowl champion, oh, somebody Lions fan getting mad. Yeah, I am, because he's a whiny little bitch. You don't see Stafford getting up, grabbing his helmet because he got fake face masked. It's ridiculous. But it's okay. Just remember that. Your quarterback's 38 years old. Mine's only 30. I'll see you in a couple years when Aaron Rodgers is retired and you ain't got no quarterback to throw. And then we'll be hearing all them Green Bay fans fade away. Never coming out again. Hiding in their holes. Acting like they're not a fan. I showed my colors. I showed my colors in 2008. When we went 0-16, I watched every damn game. Every damn game I watched that game. I even cheered for him to lose one time because I wanted the first pick. And guess what? We did. And it benefited us. That's all I'm saying, man. I just need to get that shit off my chest. You know, I apologize for the language. But I know a couple Lions fans can join the pack with me and get on the boat of just wanting to get that stress out. That's all I'm saying, guys. My name is Political Expert. Check out my other videos, subscribe, comment. Let me know how you feel about this. I know I'm probably going to get a few haters telling me, you know, hey, man, he reminds me of EDP. He's even big like EDP. Well, guess what? I don't care. Thanks, guys.